explain one more time. So as we know, the thread runner, the test runner is our configuration file which will be derived for feature files and step definition. So one of the feature file is selected for login, and before running the scenario, so it will go and check the hook, and before test of the method it will execute. So it has a logic of driver launching in the Chrome driver, sorry, web driver factory, and by taking the configuration, some configuration which will launch, then again it will come back to the scenario's first step or the statement, and it is mapping to the actual code and the step definition, and that step definition is pointing to the page level action, and that page level will be taking the locator and it will do the web actions on the UI, and after that done the action, it will return to page level method, and going back to the definition is completed and the scenario mapping definition is completed. So till that the test case scenario is completed, then again go and hook of the after method will be executed. The after method logic is current instance of Chrome browser instance which we need to close it. So close that instance and come back and the test runner, and there is a last step which we mentioned, generate a report. The report will be generated. Okay, the report will be generated. And all these technologies we have used in Maven, TestNG, and Selenium. Yes.
For a quick doubt, coming to pages, actually, when if the scenario, if our flow is moving between different pages, there also we no need to use any kind of WebDriver statements in any other pages.
Yes, correct. So only we can transfer the driver instance. See, our driver instance is there, which is created here. Okay, by taking the help of hook, driver instance is there alive. So whenever you want this page, so when you page is launched, so when you invoke this page, like means a constructor which will be invoked, right? There we can get driver method, synchronized method, right? There is a get driver method in this particular class only. That method we will call automatically. Existing driver instance only will transfer to this page, respective pages, not only one page, we have many pages. So wherever we reach the page level action, we will call that a driver, get driver instance. Then current driver instance will be transferred, the object. So that is the way. Again, this this driver instances need to be passed to this web driver actions, because actual logic driver is required here. Okay, because driver dot find element, driver dot click. So all those in the driver actions, right? So we have a map here. We have a map. What is a map here? Inherit and concept. So we extended the pages to WebDriver actions. So the child class has a constructor, and we are invoking a super class constructor as well by using super keyword. That I will go into explain now. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Right. Next is, I hope. Let me move to the next one. So let me go back to our hook. Yeah, hook is done. So now in the Teardown, right? Just we can close that WebDriver instance. WebDriver dot factory dot close. What is that instance? We have WebDriver launch, WebDriver close. Let me driver dot small driver, and we can assign the driver here. WebDriver small driver. Okay. Now driver dot close. So we are closing the driver. Okay. So our hook method. So we are set up in the sense before scenario. This before method will be executed. This setup method. So we have written the logic of launching the driver, and after the scenario, the Teardown method will be executed because that annotation after scenario annotation. So which will be closed at your browser. So that's all about this hook. Okay. So let's move on to the pages. Yeah. So now you see that where is our WebDriver concept. Now let's see and go to here. One second after this one. Yeah. So this is the one. This is the one we need it. I'll tell you what is this one. Yeah. So every step, right? So whenever our scenario. So once we before the hook method is executed, next it will come to this point scenario and scenario of this line. So this particular statement where it is stayed in the it is there in the it is there in the step definition. So respect to step definition. In the step definition, this is about the login step definition, which means we need to invoke a we need to invoke a login page object. Okay, login page object. So how to create a login page object? So login page equal to new login page. So why we need to do? I'll tell you. Okay, so now here is a driver factory. So driver factory, and also we are getting the driver instance. Okay, we are getting the driver instance. I'll tell you that one also. So let me import it. Okay, it is not a login page, HRM login page. Our is HRM login page. So HRM login page. Yes. So now let's explore this more on this particular statement. So what is this statement is? Anyone? Just creating a class object, right? So we are loading the class. Why we need to load? I'll tell you. Okay. So this is the logic of creating a class by using constructor, and this is the parameterized constructor. So in the parameterized constructor, what I have written, see, if you see this one, by maybe you were confusing. So now you can see that. So now let me remove this one also. Now you see that class name, reference variable, HRM login, yeah, HRM login and new HRM login. So I added some kind of keywords. It is a private. Okay, I don't want to share to other pages. I make this private, and my constructor has a parameter. So that is what my parameter constructor is, driver instance. Okay, so my parameter constructor is driver instance. So what is a driver? Driver is already launched. So who launched the driver? Before hook. Okay, before it hook is already driver is launched. So now I want to transfer. So let me go to the web page in the diagram. So now once this feature file is started to execute, the driver hook is going to be executed the before before setup method, and it is the browser is already launched, right? So now a scenario is started. Once your scenario started, I want a driver to this page. I want a driver to this page. What I will do? Already driver instance is there, launched by the hook. What I will do is, while creating a object of this class in the step definition, okay, I will get a already open object by using the constructor of the class. So that is the thing. So that is the thing. It is so a little bit tough to understand, but let me trying to explain again. So in the step definition, I am creating an object of this particular login page or HRM login page. What is that? Sorry, HRM login page. Why I need to create a HRM login page? Right inside that, I want to call those actions, login actions. I want to actions. I want to log in, right? I want to log in. So I want to log in the sense I need a login object, HRM login page object, and also that login object is required a driver instance. So now you can see that HRM login has a constructor, and this constructor is required a driver instance. Okay, and this page, suppose this page also required a driver. Okay, so that is the case. This dot driver equal to driver, right? Right. So even though we are not at all using, in the sometime we can use. That is the case. I kept it now, but I want to transfer my driver object to here. Okay, web driver actions. Actual driver is required here. Okay, how do I transfer is? So there is a chaining of driver chaining by using a super keyword. Okay, so in the constructor of child class, we want to launch or we want to create a super class. Okay, it is a child class and it is a parent class or super class. Okay, parent class or super class, and it is a subclass. Okay, so we want to call the constructor of this WebDriver actions, because so I got a driver from the step definition, login step definition to launching by the login page constructor. So I got a driver here. Okay, I assign the driver here. This dot driver equal to driver. I can perform some driver actions if I require. But I want to transfer this driver to WebDriver actions. Their actual find elements is there. Their actual click operations are there. Internally, it is calling again find elements. So that is the case I want to transfer here. And so we don't want to call by using the constructor the superclass constructor name as a WebDriver actions. This is the wrong way to call. Okay, so this is wrong way to call. Instead of that name of the class, we can use super keyword in Java. You can pass the driver, which means it is invoking super class constructor. Super class constructor. Okay, there are interview question you will see in the Java Selenium. What is the difference between super keyword, this keyword? This keyword which can refer this particular class level mapping of the instance. Super keyword, you can super class instant or super class constructor, we can call it. We can call the super class constructor. Who is the super class here? It is extended to a WebDriver action. So there is a another WebDriver action and we are passing the driver. Again, within that driver is required. See, one instance we are passing throughout the sections of these classes. Let me tell you in the diagrammatical point of view, you will get to understand. Okay. Now here, where is the driver? So driver is here. Okay, driver is here. Who's created? So driver logic is there in the DriverFactory. Who is created? So in the hookah before starting our execution, your driver is alive here. So after hook, the scenario is running, and the scenario is telling that which mapping is done. So within the map, we need to call the same browser here. So the driver will transfer to the page, and same driver will transfer to the super of the WebDriver action. So single driver is transferring to step definition to pages, pages to web actions. So that is the way it is. Again, similarly, how the execution is there, similarly, the driver also transfer. And once the driver is step scenario is completed, in the hook level, we are calling the after method. We are closing this current driver. We are closing the current driver, which is open. Okay. Suppose you may see that most of the in the tutorial point of view, in general, people will usually do. So this will be there. Okay. Internally, they will call that. So that time, if you have multiple classes, so multiple driver will launch. So instead of that, we make that driver already open driver only. That is the case. I'm using here get driver, web driver. Okay. we are managing a driver. Okay, driver manager in the sense we are managing the one instance throughout the session by using get driver in the sense which is already created by the launch browser. Still, my driver is there alive. I'm taking from the thread local. Hey, already driver instance there. Please pass the same driver to me. So that is what this get driver method. Okay. So the get driver method is already I store the driver in the thread local, my driver thread local concept. Within the thread local concept, I'm setting the driver. Again, I'm asking that get the same driver to my step definition page. And the step definition page, respect to login page will transfer by using the constructor here. So by using the constructor, we are passing to the login page this dot driver equal to driver. So this page level, you can any driver actions you can perform. Similarly, this class is connected with this or extended with this uh, driver object. Okay, here we can see. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. So now you can see HRM login is extended to WebDriver action. So I require the WebDriver action as well. Okay, HRM login to. So this dot driver for a HRM login page. Same driver I want to transfer to the WebDriver action. So to do that, I want to use super dot driver. So similarly, it will go to the super constructor and which will pass the same driver instant and attach to this dot driver to this particular class. And wherever you driver is, so here is required driver. So WebDriver wait driver and wait for some time and find out the web element. So that is the logic purpose we required. Okay, so that is the thing. So wherever we have find elements, the driver is required. So we have a find element internally. We require a driver. So this will be transfer to this find element, and this find element will transfer to driver. So that is the case. Okay. Yes, I hope you understood. Let me write the some code here. So now here, yeah, let's come back to the coding level. So I want to write some code here. So what is that? Driver is on the user page. So this is my first scenario. So last session, we mapped this particular user. User is the login page. Okay, user is in the login page. So system.out.file. Yes, yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Like now we have passed that web driver, I mean, call through super constructor, right? Super keyboard.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So wherever we are extending that page, we have to use the super keyboard, right? Otherwise, we
Correct.
cannot
Correct.
implement.
Correct.
In each and every
So
page,
suppose
we have to.
Okay. Each and every page, say first rule is whenever you are creating a one feature file, there is a one more, yeah. So that is a good point which you asked, right? So you have a feature file. So respect to we have a definition file, right? And every definition we have a one page. Okay. And this page class is always any pages which will be inherited by the WebDriver. So what does mean is here is whenever this feature is mapping, so driver transfer start from here. So login step definition means you must to create an object of the login page here. So that is the case. So driver is starting from driver instead is starting from here, but driver is already created in the here by calling of WebDriver factory. So driver is there. This driver is transferred to the step. Okay, step class. So step class to the page class to the WebDriver actions. So that is the thing. Now, suppose right now you're executing this one. Okay, right now you're executing another feature file. Similarly, so where you need to create here, so object for this verify driver step. So verify driver step, you need to create a one page class. You need to create a page class, definitely. So there is a no page is created for this. Only step definition is created. So there is a one more page, verify a header steps page, for example, or header page, all header page. So there we need to launch the constructor from here. to pass the driver. So internally, this class will be called super constructor of the WebDriver actions. That is throughout the process. Similarly, whenever you create a new thing, new feature file, new definition will be created, new page will be created, and in the stepnation file, we are calling the get driver instance to pass that driver to respective page, and respective page to we are by using super keyword in the constructor of the respective page to super page. So like that it will.
Thank
That
you for
means
that.
here
One
a
more
small
question.
doubt.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
continue.
Okay. Yeah, now. So now, see,
Uh,
yeah,
in
any
case if we
doubts?
pass the driver in between due to network loss or something, so I mean all the remaining test cases will be failed or skipped, right? We have to execute again. There is no other way to hold the driver back. I mean,
Correct. Yeah. If the driver instant is lost or driver network delay is there, so the communication gap, something else is happened. So that time our test will be aborted. We need to re-execute it.
Okay.
See, so when
Last
it will be occurred, your driver is there, but your application is not there. So network delay is happened. My driver is still there, okay, but application will not respond. So which means that time what will happen? Application is not responding means there is a no internet. So then driver is there, but no element, no such element on the web page. What it does, it will wait the default time. Then it will go and see that next level of web element. Still it is not there. Then it will check that and it complete the scenario. And then throughout the scenario, it will come out and close the browser. Something like it will happen entire the execution if the network is disconnected.
It won't
One more
happen much.
doubt actually.
Okay.
Here, is there any way that we can, for example, if I have a future file, one new future file, where I'm reusing my future file steps from the existing pages or anything, will it be, I think, the code that is there in the pages in any one of the page can be reusable in any other definition steps, right?
Yes. That is true.
In that time
So
also, again, we need to create this
no. Yeah,
instance.
that no. See, I'll tell you here. So in this login step, we have a login logic, but verify header is also required a login. So I can reuse the methods, but I don't want to create a login page. Okay, I don't want to create an object of login page. I will create here, and I can reuse that the page levels. That you can see by writing the multiple files, right? You can come to know the transaction. Okay. Yes. Okay. So now, yeah, let's come back to that step we'll complete. So user is on the login page. So user is on the login page, right? So what it is there, we need to write a function per year. So in the go to login definition. So just we have written the login only, right? Login, how to I want to create a single step. But here my object, my login page is there or not. How do I confirm? I would confirm by using login some one check. Let me log out and show you. Yeah. So by using this title, I come to know my page is loaded, or by using this text box is visible, then I come to know my web page is user is on the login page. So that is the step here, individual step. Okay. So let me go back and check here. So login. Okay. So login page, right? So it is not a login. So we want to create a one new method here. So what is that? Verification point user is on the login page. How do I know? So go to here and I will create a one method. Okay. Is public is element, sorry, boolean is element, is public is element present. Okay, is element present, I can pass a locator here by locator. Okay, by locator. So in that by locator, I want to call find element. Okay, find element. That's all. So find element. So where is the find element again? It is from WebDriver. That is the case I wrote that. So now you can return is displayed. Is displayed is a method. Is displayed is a method which will return that element is displayed or not. Now it return to our web element. This is the logic. So if you are more readability, you can change that, or you can change the method. Is login header is displayed. You can change the method name. Okay, then I can confirm my page level one of the action. So internally, what we are doing? Internally, we are calling a super class method, WebDriver actions. Okay, by passing the locator, just is displayed or not. Okay, we are taking the boolean, it is displayed. So then I come to know, then I can damn sure I come to know my user is on the login page. So I will call this one user login header displayed. By the way, I can confirm. By the way, I can confirm. Okay, by the way, I can confirm my user in the login page. So let me do one correction here. So I don't want to make a locator here. So I will pass the locator here directly. So because it is a class level. So that is the beauty for this page level action. So private by login header locator equal to, let me capture this header, and it is not there. Let me, where is the latex file? Yes, so I can use this one. Okay, so text based by dot text path, by dot text path within the double quotation I can pass. Now this login page header I will pass here. Okay, so now this method which what it returns, it returns true or false. If that particular locator element is visible, displayed, is displayed, then it returns true. Okay, once it is returned true, okay, once it is returned true, what I will do is I will make the assertion. It is my test case assertion. Okay, assert dot assert equals assert dot assert true. There are very many assertions. So let me show you that. We have many methods actually. So I want to compare my test case whether it is pass or fail. Okay, so for that I can use assert dot assert true. Assert true. So this assert dot assert true method is when it is true only. Okay, so when it true in the sense the output is true, then it only will pass true. Okay, my step will pass. Okay, so if it is false in the sense I'm expecting this assertion true and it got false, then my step will fail. Okay, in the report, my step will fail. So, what is the objective of my method is this is login header displayed. Once the element of login, that header is there only, it returns true. So, the return type of this one entire is true. So, I'm checking that. That particular header is displayed. So that is what. Now you can see that there is a no locator logic here. So where we are separated our business logic to our locator logic. So all the locators are staying in the login page level. Okay, wherever a updation is required tomorrow, so you can come to the respective page and you can update it. So even though this particular test case, or even though the particular method, this method is used in the many places, don't bother about this locator change. You can change one place, it will affect reflect to other pages. So that is the thing we can maintainability. Okay, so now it is displayed. Very good. Now enter username, enter password also we can write it. Okay. So now let's move on to our login definition. So now here I will write that individual classes, right? Individual actions. So now public void, public void, public void, enter fill username in the data, fill username or whatever. You can give enter text also, no problem. Okay, enter username also fine. Enter username, enter username. So here we can do as an individual or as a complete simple function. Okay, there are two things. So this is about a login functionality which can take internal actions, username, entering, password entering, click on login button. So this way, this manner also we are handling, and also we can individual action also we can write. Enter username. Okay, now you can see how I'm going to write here. So simply I'm calling superclass object enter text. So locator is username field, and what is my data is admin. Simple. Okay, this enter text is there in the WebDriver actions. Okay, WebDriver actions. Yes. Now go here and come back to our login class, HRM login class. Yeah. Now we can call the username. Okay, if it is a hard coded, okay. Otherwise, we want to pass, you can pass from here also. But as of now, we can pass same thing. In the step definition, I will call this simply like this. Okay, HRM login data enter username, and similarly for enter password, I will create another method. So now go to here, I will create a method. Now it is a password. You can create a reusable methods or you can create a individual methods. There is a password, password field, and admin 1 2 3. Okay, next you can click on the, or you can click on the login as well. Public void click login button. Internally we can call click element. It is login button. That's all. Okay, we can call this method here in the step definition. So HRM login and dot click element. Okay, not this one. Wrong method is selected. Let me go back. It is click on login button. Yes. Okay, so it is redirect to login page. Till now we can see, and let's see that execution for the one done login. So I want to run this one and let's see if any breakthroughs we can fix it. Okay, let me go to our test runner. Where is my test runner file? In the runner file. Okay, the feature file. I want to run only login feature. So if you want to run only login feature, So just to get the name, complete name, and place here after here. So only the feature file, login feature file only it runs, even though it has other feature files. It is a specific to feature, login feature. So there is a no smoke. Yeah, let me run this and let's see the things. Yeah. So you see, this is a setup in the sense hook of the setup method is launched first. And yes, okay. But we don't have logic to, yeah, we did not mention the logic of loading the URL. So that is the thing we are missing it. Okay, stop this one. Uh, so we have different scenarios, right? Okay. So we can stop that scenarios as well. So it is executed within the login feature. We have a regression test case. So we can call only smoke the first test case. So to do that, we will go and change here smoke test. Yes, the tag should be enabled. So this time only the login feature of the one first test case we are expected to run. Remaining test case we don't want to run. So by using the tag, we can run it. And there is a one more mistake. One not mistake. We have forget to add. So here, what I will try it here. So base URL right here. Where is that application home? So after creating an application home, okay. So we can say that driver dot get URL. We can pass the URL. Okay. So we haven't passed this URL. Okay, now it will execute proper. Okay, let me run this one. So we are running only at the smoke tags only. Yeah, launching the Chrome, the browser, and login screen. Yeah, something is failed. Maybe waiting time. Yeah, something is broken. Let's see. So where it is failed, how to debug? Let's see. Now unable to find extract the serium, not this one. So the missing thing is you see that. So there is a one more thing I want to explain the uh, debugger, the errors in the Cucumber, how we can follow. So very low level, last line. So feature file. Okay. So this is our feature file, and that is the line number, feature file line number. This step is failed, and respect to step definition is 28th, 23 line in the step definition. Okay, these are the two mappings, and you can see that we are failed. Our test case is failed in this location. Okay, what is the step? The user enter the username. So there is a fail occurred. And what is the issue? Now issue is uh, okay. So it is a timeout exception. So even the timeout exception is occurred. And what is the timeout exception is? So the timeout expected condition failed and the usability. Okay. Uh, so we saw that error and let's see the read the error. So the reading the error, the step here, and you see the element is not found within the 10 second. The element is text username. Okay, and saying that waiting for visible element located by dot id text username, and it waited 10 seconds. Okay, and with 5000 milliseconds. Okay, so what is the issue here is our locator problem. So that is the way we can come to know locator change, right? And now go to our login page, and you see the locator. Yeah, this is a locator, incorrect locator. So you can verify that, cross verify. So copy this one, or you can inspect and check it whether it is the same or not. Now let me inspect it. So now you can see that my locator is, there is a no ID at all. Okay, you can see that no ID, only name. So which means it is the incorrect locator. So we can update to name. So go and update it. So it is a name. Yeah, actually I randomly picked it up. So that is it. So name. So this is also incorrect. Let me inspect the password. So password also, it is a name only. Password. And let's see the button. Button, what is the type we have? Button is, you see, button does not have anything. So let me take the XPath. ID or even ID or name also not there. So take that CSS or XPath. Yeah. I can take CSS or XPath. Yes, I can take the XPath. This one. Now go here and copy paste. It is a XPath and mention the XPath. Okay, that's all. And now it will work. Okay, these are the fixes which we need. And let me run again. This time, I hope it will run. Yes. So hook method. So this setup method is executed. The first scenario, yeah. Still now hook part. Now the scenario is executing. When the scenario is selected, admin is executed. What is wrong in that again? Okay. I saw it was entered 2 times, admin. Connection, reset socket connection. Let me check that one by one. So here login, password, login button, login page. So let me, here we have a, okay, this is done, username. In that username, we pass that admin. Again here, clear the text, enter text. Okay. Now go back. And you see, here is enter password. So this kind of mistakes I made it. Okay, user enter name, you enter password. This time it execute here. Let me run. And we can see the result as well. I hope result also created. Yes, it is running. Yeah, yeah. So now it is executed and it is get fast, but there is a socket exception is coming. Let's see that. Okay, but even though thread dot, right? Thread dot, yeah, the tree down method is there. Okay, maybe I think I made a one mistake. I think not a mistake. We should quit the driver. Instead of close, let's try to quit the driver. What is the method? Quit. Quit in the sense entire session. I don't want the entire session. So let me run. And before run, let's see the previous run result. So where is that result? In that, you see, there is a plugin section. Okay, there is one more thing. And also, I did not explain more on this one. I will explain more on this one with the diagrammatical. So, I created one doc for this. It is an important file as well. Most of the time, people will not understand the test runner. Yes, you can see that. So, in the test runner, so within the test class, there is a no methods. But if we want, we can add it. So that is a different story. But now you can see above the class, this Cucumber annotations will mentioned. So the first one, as I told you, the feature file, where the feature file folder. So you can specify individual feature file name, or you can say the feature file folder. So which means the folder, in the sense, if in the folder we have 10 feature files, 10 will be executed in the run. It will consider as a test runner. Suppose if you want to specify specific one, so that file name should be provided in the after the slash. So that is the thing. And the second thing is a glue. Glue in the sense your step definition, where your step definition folder is there. And also you can provide the hook folder definition. So that is a hook only, hook package. So these are the package names. Step definition is your package name or folder name. Hook also your package name or folder name. It is under the glue. Glue is a step definition. Feature file is a feature file locations. Next one is a plugin. So plugin is your reporting format. Okay. Pretty is the plugin keyword. You can specify your JSON report, JSON colon after the target, in the sense your repository. There is a one target folder which will be created. Under the target folder, there is a subfolder Cucumber report folder. Under the report folder, this cucumber.json file is created automatically. So we are looking for HTML report, HTML colon target to folder cucumber-report / cucumber HTML. So if I open that in my previous run of HTML, like this Cucumber HTML, which contains HTML report. So it is in the target folder. So this is the target folder. My file type is HTML target folder. So it is a target folder, and you can extend you can find the folder. Subfolder is Cucumber-report. So here is a Cucumber-report. So within that you can find your file cucumber.html. So this is the file. So now open, right click and open here, open in your browser type. Now you can see that your Cucumber report. So this is your Cucumber report. Only one test, 100% result, 4 minutes back, and which you run 21-second duration. You are using Cucumber JVM version, your JDK version, Java version, your machine version, and also this is your scenario. You run the tag of smoke, your feature name, and your scenario, and your scenario definitions, scenario steps, right? Yeah. So let me fail one of the case and see that the fail case will occur. So we can fail this one explicitly. Okay. So let me fail case. I'm running it now. Go to our my step definition. Login feature file. So this is a login last one. So as of now, I did not written any code here. So just I will write intentionally, I will fail it. So I'm expecting true, but I found a false. Okay, so this I hard coded to fail explicitly. I don't want checking any code, but it should fail here. Now let me run this and see that your result has. Yes. So directly you can check that your report. Yeah. So now 0 pass. Okay. 0 failure, 21 second. Okay, so let me see that file. Now you can see. So my given step is pass, and also when step is pass, and user enter the password step, login password also pass, and it fail in the then step. User should redirect to the home page. Explicitly I failed it and saying that it is fail location. So that is what. So you can also customize your logs here. So that is another way. We can provide some messages, or due to this element is not able to, like due to this locators I could not able to find out, or it is not able to find out because of something reason. You can mention the reason as well. Okay, so that is the way it is. So reporting also covered now. Let me go back and see. So yeah, reporting also that. So this is the reporting format. Clear? So I will share all those documents, and see, and also project reference also I will share you. Okay, all the documents which I used in this particular, I taught in this particular session. What you do is, don't use my framework. You create your own frameworks. Okay, and on top of that, you can write down the all the which page you want to automate. You can automate it. So then you will come to know some kind of error. So, but by seeing the recording, you will close all those issues definitely if you follow my one by one, step by step. Right, right. So let me stop and I will tell you that what exactly you want to do.